What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple days since I've uploaded, so I kind of want to give a market update, talk about what's going on. We'll also look a little bit closer at ETBs because I did do the update on Friday in the spreadsheet. And I guess we can start off too. I wanted to bring this up. This is the PokeBeach article from October 30th about Pokemon Pocket earnings. It looks like they made 1.25 billion in the first year. I'm sure some of you guys have already read this. You can look at this graph when Pokemon Pocket launched. It was definitely a factor in the success of sealed product and also singles over the past 12 months. Now, the interesting thing here, I think, is that they made $400 million approximately in the first couple months, and it's kind of been trending downward since then. But there is going to be a loyal base of people who use Pocket going forward. And the fact that they made $1.25 billion from an app is kind of crazy. But to start, I guess we can look at some of these ETBs. It's definitely a rough time if you are a new investor and you haven't really been through a bear market yet. You're kind of seeing what could potentially happen. A lot of products starting to pull back 10, 15, even sometimes more than 20%. Hidden fades, we're sitting around $405 currently for an ETB, but recent sales, you're in like the 385-ish range. And I think I've seen listings as low as like $350, $360 on eBay North America. Now there are some ETBs actually from the Sword and Shield era that aren't doing too bad. For example, Champion's Path, sitting around $153 USD currently. This is basically an all-time high on this box. And supply, even though sales volume has come down, supply is continuing to dwindle week over week. Same sort of deal with Shining Fate, surprisingly, still sitting around $100, 101.06 currently. Now there are some other sets that aren't doing as hot. For example, Celebrations, we're back down to around $240. I think I've seen ETBs as low as like $195 on eBay over the past couple days. Same deal with Crown Zenith, $222, not at an all-time high currently. And recent sales on TCG Player are actually closer to like $210, $215 USD. And on eBay, I think there are a few listings below $200 as well. And then the final one to touch on, Pokemon Go, actually sitting at $100. This is basically an all-time high, continuing to move up. I think there was actually less Pokemon Go on the market below a 20% leg up than there was for Crown Zenith, which is surprising. That's the first time that has happened in a very long period. And some of these other sets, like Celebrations, there's still a ton of this out there. I think there's about 75 or 80% the amount of boxes that there is for Shining Fate. So still a ton of Celebrations ETBs on the secondary market. Now, it's not just the ETBs taking a hit. There are a lot of top cards moving down. For example, the Magikarp illustration rare. This is down around 19% over the past month. And really, it's much lower than this just because this is based on around $335 value. But most recent sales for this card, you're actually closer to like $275, $280. The most recent sale today, $268.94. There's some other illustration rares taking a hit, like the Seismitoad. This was up to $220 plus. We're now sitting around $180 in recent sales. You're actually closer to $175, but still holding somewhere between $175, $180. There are also a couple special illustration rares I want to bring to your attention. For example, the Roaring Moon EX, another Shinji Kanda artwork similar to the Magikarp. This is down, 1 year chart, it's actually up, but it's down over the past month around 12%. We're currently around $260, but recent sales we're actually closer to like 240, maybe 235. And this was back up to like $300 in the middle of October. Also the Bubble Mew, I mean, this at its high was close to like $800. 1 year chart looks pretty good still, but if you do the 1 month chart, we're now back down to around what, $580. And recent sales, you're actually closer to $550. And the most recent sale, $499.82. So if that's any indication of where this card is going, we still have a little bit of ways to go before we hit the bottom. And I wanted to show you guys, it's not just some of these top cards taking a hit. For example, Paldea Vault booster boxes. These are up to almost $500 at their high. The 1 year graph shows around $411. So it still looks pretty good for a 1 year chart, but the 1 month chart, we're down around 13%. However, most recent sales, you're actually lower than 410, close to $400. Some sales here, $393, $394. I think on eBay, you can find boxes now for maybe like $350 or $360. I don't think there's a ton of boxes listed at that price, but there is definitely a race to the bottom happening on a lot of cards and sealed product currently. And if you're holding for the long term, that shouldn't be something you care about. But if you're looking to potentially add more to your position or build a position in some of these, that's something you should actually be excited about, just because there will be more price competition and leading to a better entry points. At least that's what I expect is going to happen on a lot of these sets going forward. Silver Tempest, another one. This was close to 500 bucks. The 1 year chart looks great still. The 1 month chart though, we're down around 5%. However, this is based on around $462 market value. The most recent sales, you're actually closer to like 420, 421. And that would mean this box is down somewhere between like 12 and 15% from its all-time high. Now, not everything is taking a hit, and I think we should acknowledge this. For example, the Umbreon EX from Prismatic Evolutions, still sitting strong around $1,200. I think recent sales are probably a little bit lower. For example, today one sold at $1,170. You also had a sale at $1,000 on the 31st, but you had a sale at $1,773 on the 29th. So I don't really know what's going on, but I'd say it's probably close to $1,100. Still much higher than where it was about a month and a half ago when it was down in like the $850, $900 range. I think that the PSA 10 pop on this too is still relatively low considering the total pop. I think the gem rate's like 30% or in that range. There are also a couple other special illustration rares doing decently. For example, the Greninja, we're still holding around like $380 USD. You can see here most recent sale from yesterday, $381.26. You had a sale at $349.95. And again, just remember, these are sales that I can see because this is shipping to Canada. I know some people leave a comment about that. If you're in the States or whatever, you might be able to see more sales. So maybe it's changed slightly, but market price, we're still holding around $380 currently. And then also the Pikachu market price, still around $345. Recent sales that I can see are in that range as well from the past 48 hours. And there's also some sealed product too that we should talk about. For example, 151 ETBs, market price, you're still holding around $410 in ETB, which is insane. I think recent sales though, you are probably closer to like 390, but still that's maybe what, like a 2 to 3% pullback in terms of price. And considering that a lot of booster boxes and ETBs and other products are down 10, 15, sometimes even more than 20%, 151 is one of those sets holding fairly strong. I think if you look at the UPCs, they're still close to like $600 as well. Booster bundles have pulled back a little bit. I think those are getting restocked at vending machines. But outside of that, like the products that aren't getting restocked, they're holding fairly steady. And then also another thing I want to bring your attention to, a lot of the early Sword and Shield sets, like Sword and Shield Base, Rebel Clash, Darkness Ablaze, even Vivid Voltage I'd throw in there, they're all doing fairly decently. For example, Darkness Ablaze, still around $325. You don't see a ton of sales on TCG Player. For example, the most recent sale I can see is 340 USD. On eBay, North America, you're probably seeing, I'd say like 3 to 4 sales per week. I think you can probably find a box around $300, but there isn't as much supply coming to market for some of these older sets than I would have expected. But that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video. Some things are pulling back. If you're in this for the long term, you really shouldn't worry that much. But I do think it's going to be interesting as well, because for the better part of this year, a lot of people were talking a big game, saying they had tons of cash on the sidelines, ready to deploy for when the deals come. It seems like the deals are starting to come, guys. So maybe talk is cheap. Maybe we'll see some of those whales start to move in. Only time will tell. But if you guys got some value out of this, I would really appreciate if you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below for the algorithm. It does help out a ton. Also, if you are planning to buy anything, eBay, TCG Player, Hobbiesville, I do have affiliate links down below. No pressure to use them, but if you're already planning to buy something, you just click on it before you do your shopping. I'll get a small percentage of the sale at no extra cost to you, so it's a free and easy way to support the channel. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.